go. Hello. Yeah, I haven't done a video today, guys. I'm sitting here working on this cover, and I thought I would just jump on live real quick and say hello, and maybe even keep this video because I don't know, it might be worth it. We will see. Let me reposition this. All right. All right. What's up with the live stream and Dan Slott? All right. So no, Dan's not here. Dan's going to join us. I think Sunday. We're talking about now. I mean, he really has a lot of work to do, and he's. I think he's excited about doing it because we're gonna. I asked him to choose a book that we could do commentary on, so you should all go out and buy Silver Surfer number 12 before then. And, that's the book he has chosen to want to discuss. So I think it's a good thing. Don't invite him, yes, please. Why? That's the funniest thing I've ever seen. No, I think it's a good idea to invite anyone. I mean, I'm talking to other artists now. Like, how about if it's not just commentary about my books, but what if I actually do kind of a Merv Griffin style? I mean, it's so weird because I'm an artist too, but I mean, it might be fun to just get other artists and sit down with them, and then if they're not particularly talkative themselves, and some people, especially comic book artists, are kind of introverted. I don't know if you guys realize that, but they're not good at speaking extemporaneously. However, I think that most artists are at least able to formulate thoughts and speak about something like their own work. And if you're speaking about your own work, then there's all kinds of things that come to mind. If you're just trying to speak about some random subject, it's a little bit tougher to be a public speaker. But we all, things that we're really intimate about, like if you talk about your family, you can talk about your family for a long time. You can talk about things that you really know and that you're close to. And I think your own comic book work is a lot like that. It's something that you spend a lot of your life with. Hey Ethan, how's it going? Hi Spider Zero. It's going good. We're gonna start this week off right, and yeah, be nice. A lot of people are asking if I would ask Dan to unblock people as an olive branch. I'll ask him if you like. I mean, I don't know if he's going to do it. Dan seems to be kind of protective of his privacy, and if he feels like he is being made uncomfortable by people on Twitter, he's gonna block them. I don't blame him for that. I mean, I'm looking at my block list. I've got about a dozen people on block that are just like, look, this person fundamentally misunderstands me and would only serve to make my life miserable if I allowed them to have access to me. And so maybe blocking them is the right thing to do. I don't know about blocking wide swaths of people. And also, if you guys actually buy my comics, I'm not gonna block you, no matter what you say. Yeah, if you buy my comics, you can say what you like. If you don't buy my comics and you're not a fan, and you never will be, I don't know if there's much value in keeping you around to say rude things to me. That's my opinion. But I mean, listen, guys, I'm a ball player on your favorite team. Okay, that's who I am, and if I perform well, you guys, I appreciate your cheers. And if I perform badly in some way, you guys can boo and hiss. And that's what being a comic pro and a public figure is all about, I think. Weird Venom. I'm a big fan, EVS, man. Oh, well, thanks, Weird Venom. I appreciate it. Yeah. Comic Enthusiast says, I don't buy your comics, but that's because I'm poor. That sucks. That sucks to be poor. I know what you're about. But it looks like a lot of people here do buy my comics, and I appreciate that. Elric says, do more drawing lessons, Ethan. I will. I've got covers to do, like a drawing lesson, doing one. I mean, it's like an hour, and then I don't know. But I want you to know I take this channel very seriously, and I just told Andrea, it's like I didn't put up a video yesterday, and I don't have a video up today, and yeah, I know. Andrea just came over and said, you know what they see on the screen? I was like, yeah, I better move it a little bit. Yeah. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So I told Andrew I didn't do a video today. I better come on live and say hi to everyone. Let's see what you're... All right. Harley's knees. I know, being broke is tough. All right, I'm reading your comments now. Okay, so we'll do a little Q&A, and I'll respond to your questions. Luna Manson asks, what movies is Jeff Johns working on? And I think that you can just look that up on Google, because he's working on all of them. So everything that the DC Entertainment has planned between now and 2020, which is I think when the Green Lantern Corps movie comes out, that's all Jeff. I mean, Jeff used to always be writing like scripts for things. I mean, he's written a lot of screenplays for stuff that hasn't been produced yet. And, I think he even wrote a Flash screenplay once. And boy, would I love to see that, because it had Captain Cold and the Rogues. It was meant for a movie. So, I don't know. Paul Mayall, you draw Hal, enough said. That's right. Enough said. That's all I want to do. Caucasian said, I left comics around 2005 and came back around 2012 just to watch Marvel kill itself. Well, that's depressing. Well, you don't have to watch that. You can come over to DC Comics and watch us rock it out. And we're doing good stuff. Let's see, what else? It keeps jumping forward and backward here. I met Stanley and Greg Capullo yesterday. Hope to add you to the list soon, Colin. I hope so too. Those are great guys. You send scans to DC or mail the originals? I only send scans, Harlock MBB. Oh wow, that's sick. Thanks, man. You're welcome. Let's see. Barney the Dinosaur. What's your favorite Rebirth title you're not on? Could be Suicide Squad, which is the cover that I'm drawing right now. Comic Enthusiast, will you get money if they use the colored Lantern Corps in the movies? Just wondering. No. No, the only way I would get... no, I own individual characters, okay? I own a piece of individual characters that I've created, like Atrocitus and Saint Walker and Larfleeze. These are all characters that, I have a little piece of. So if they get used in a movie, yes, I will get paid. Yeah. Congrats on your invite to Dan Slott. It would be good to hear another pro talk about his work. Well, thanks. That's the spirit that the invitation was meant in. And, there's a lot of conflict going on right now between, comic book fans and pros that I think it's counterproductive. And I mean, it's easy to get into these fights and just forget what you're fighting for. And what we're fighting for is, good comics, good superhero comics, good stories about the characters that we love. And also, a fair and honest and, this is a strong word, but I'll use it anyway, like a virtuous interaction with each other, pros and fans. And that's what I would like to see happen. So my feeling is that I like Dan Slott as I think he's let me explain like who Dan Slott is. Like, we were sitting, first of all, Dan knows that we're politically opposite. Okay, I mean, we are, and it's not like he's not one of the guys who's been like, you know what, I can't tolerate you because of the fact that we are opposites politically. He's been someone who, probably in his mind goes, that sucks that he thinks that. But when we do a convention together, and we'll be on opposite sides of the of Artist Alley where he's sitting, he'll be swamped with people with stacks of books to sign because he's been writing Spider-Man for 10 years. And I'll be on the other side, I have a couple of fans here and there. And never fails, Dan Slott will get up from his table and come over to talk to me for a little while and shake my hand and just see what I'm up to. That's who Dan Slott is. He doesn't have to do that. He's busy. He has no, we don't have much in common. He's just a really nice guy. And, I hope that our interaction or the video that we do together brings a little bit more of that out so that you guys can, see that for yourself and maybe change your mind. And also, I do want to say to him, listen, he's probably 10 years my senior, so I have respect for my elders. I don't really talk back to them, but I would just say to him, yeah, you don't need to be talking about that stuff to your fans. You don't need to. Why don't you bring them close, even the ones that are different from you? Give them all a big hug. Don't make things uncomfortable. That's all. Does that make sense? All right, let's see. I went off on a big tangent there. Okay. Lou H says, I'm an artist and I'm literally afraid to be blocked by industry pros just because I want to follow certain people. Oh, well, I mean, Lou. Yeah, I mean, that's an intolerable situation. I agree with you. I think that's something that needs to change, and it's not your fault. You're not doing anything wrong. You should be able to follow whoever you like, and you should have some kind of privacy respected, and all of that. So I'm with you on that. I feel the same way. I'm also an artist, and I don't want to be blocked by industry pros just because I have friends or I follow people that they don't agree with. That's fine. Really, it'd be great if we were just judged on our hearts and or at least the merit of our work. I think HJK66323 says, I think his Spider-Man is an attempt to connect with younger readers. It's probably not working. It started out positive, that comment, and then it didn't end well. Hey, this is early for you, EVS. Just got here. All right. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Paul, for the super chat. I know you didn't have anything to do with the movie, but thoughts on the Green Lantern movie? I didn't like it. I haven't finished it yet. I watched 40 minutes of it and checked out. It's too personal to me. I didn't enjoy it. They got it wrong. On the other hand, the animated series that came out recently is wonderful. It's just wonderful. Perfect. Dead on perfect. Factory Dave says, are you doing a sketch tonight? Hopefully something spooky. Oh, that's a great idea. Okay, I'll get this cover done, and once this cover's finished, it's almost done. Once this cover's finished, and it's for Suicide Squad 35, so pay attention, look out for that. Please order it. Please order a copy. Then I'll get on and I'll do a spooky sketch with you guys, if you want. I think I missed a super chat. I think I scrolled past it. Oh, yeah, I did. Nostalgia and criticism. Thank you very much, my friend. Keep up the great work. Bringing the industry to the fans through videos and social media has been an amazing experience. I'm really glad. Thank you. Thank you for that. And that's diaper money right there between you two guys. That's like 2 weeks worth of diapers. Not for me, for Ava. I don't wear diapers that often anymore. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so that's a good idea. We will do a sketch chat with something spooky tonight. That I'll make that promise. I don't think I've got anything else going on. Any ideas what's on your pool list this week? Asked Barney the dinosaur. Not yet. I'm gonna go on Wednesday and I'll do another video from the. I'll go to a different comic shop and I'll do another video from there just so you can see what my local shops look like, and I'll buy whatever looks interesting. Roosta, my glasses need to be on. I'm getting old. Roosta Maha says, "Do you ever take breaks from DC just to improve your art?" No, it's like, not really. I mean, most of my drawing is with you guys, or it's with DC Comics, or if I don't have to, I'd rather go hang out with Ava and Andrea, go do something fun. So I don't spend a lot of time drawing just for fun or my own amusement anymore, and that's a shame, isn't it? But that's what happens when it becomes work. Like the time that I would spend drawing for fun, I'm now being paid to draw. So there isn't any more time to draw for fun. I hope that makes sense. Hobgoblin, wow. Dead Man. Good stuff. Yeah. Is that a Murder Machine cover? No, it isn't. It's a Suicide Squad cover, not related to metal. And, Nostalgia and Criticism, another super chat, thank you. You need more than that for diapers, they're not cheap. Do Hobgoblin or Swamp Thing. A lot of people are asking me to draw Swamp Thing, as if I would do a good job at it. Thank you for the super chat. Nasser, thank you, another super chat. Really appreciate that, my friend, for the diaper fund. And diapers aren't cheap. Ann Peak asks, EVS, what kind of formal art training have you had? I haven't had any. I'm self-taught. I mean, here's the thing, guys. When you get into the industry, you're around a lot of brilliant artists, and you can learn really quickly if you just hang out with them. Learn a lot of stuff. Critter Quotient says, how long have you known DNC? Richard's been on the internet for a while, and he, I used to know him from Facebook, but I've never met him. I hope to meet him at some point. He feels like a friend. Okay, so let's see. Hey, Ethan, I picked up Flash Rebirth. I want to see if I can get it autographed if I ever see you. Retro Psych. Yeah, well, bring it by. I will start touring more, guys. I promise. As soon as Ava gets a little older, I will get around. Andrea and I will kind of, we'll try to do international shows, but also really tour the United States pretty heavily to sign books for you guys. But in the meantime, we're going to get to know each other this way, which I think is actually pretty good. Daniel Bagdoian says, Ethan, hi, Daniel. Waffle Davy asks if we'll come to England. Yes. My live chat with Dan Slott is tentatively slated for Sunday if you guys do not scare him away before then. Any chance of touring the UK? Yeah. I would like to do that. I'd like to do England. I would like to do Scotland and Ireland. I'd even go to Wales. I'd learn how to speak Welsh. I used to love that band, Catatonia. EVS, are you doing any comics coming out soon or have come out recently? Next week, Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps number 32, Leaky Monkey, comes out. So please buy that. Oh, yeah. Actually, I keep trying to get you guys to buy my covers. That's nice for everyone else who works on the book, but I don't get any royalties for that. Please go out and buy Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps number 32. Those are my interiors, and if you buy my interiors, that sends a bigger message to DC Comics than if you just buy my covers. So next week, interior artwork. Can I buy you a few pints if in Scotland? Greg, I wish you would. Man, I want to go to Scotland. I think if I went to Scotland, I couldn't leave without going to Loch Ness, though. So, you know, how far away is like Loch Ness from Edinburgh or Glasgow? Like the big cities, you know, that where the conventions always are. That's what I gotta know. In a future uploader stream, could you really go in depth on drawing faces? Only part I don't seem to be improving on. Yeah, I will. Elric asked if we can see the whole cover. No, I don't think that's a good idea. Just a little bit. You'll see the whole cover soon. I didn't know you get royalties off page work. How does that work? James, when you pencil, ink, or write a comic book interiors, you get royalties off of sales. And royalties off of reprint sales. So, like, you know, when Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps 32 comes out, if it sells over a certain threshold, I get royalties for that. And I think Hal Jordan right now is selling just under the royalty threshold. So if I could actually bump up the sales a little bit, that would be great. And I'm hoping like YouTube and Twitter and everything will help do that. So spread the word about Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps. And then when it gets printed in a trade paperback, we get royalties. Now, covers you do not receive royalties from until they're reprinted in a trade paperback. Then it counts as one page in a trade paperback. 80 miles away, that's a long way, Greg says. How long are you and Venditti going to work on Hal Jordan? Saggy, I'm doing, okay, so I got 32 coming out. Then I'm doing issue 38. And then I'm doing 4 issues. I think it's 38. It might be, no, it's 38. So at least for another 5 issues. Oh, thanks, Grand Comics. Yeah, I would like fish and chips. My favorite Lantern Corps to draw is Sinestro Corps. Are royalties the standard, and are there exceptions, such as salary or contract, or is a royalty a guaranteed thing on every issue? It's different between Marvel and DC. At DC, there's a standard rate. There's a way that you can get royalties, and they're paid quarterly. And yeah, as long as your book is selling well enough, you will receive royalties every quarter. Also, because of digital now, you know, people can go back and digitally download my issues of Impulse, you know, from 15 years ago, and or actually 20 years ago. Oh my God! And then because of that, you know, I get royalties on those books that sold digitally. It's never very much because people don't, you know, I'll get my royalty statement. It'll be like, here's 12 cents for Impulse number 50. You know, here's 15 cents for number 51, which means that, you know, a couple of people downloaded them. But it all adds up, you know, and it's nice of them to do that. Which is your most lucrative comic? Boy, you guys are really interested in money. Flash Rebirth. Probably Flash Rebirth by far. It still sells like you wouldn't believe. I mean, every quarter it's sold another 5,000 to 8,000 copies of just the trade, and it's 7 years old. EPA Rock says, please answer. I will be afraid to say anything in a Slott chat. Wait, what did you ask? I missed your whole thing. I'm scrolling back. Okay, EPA Rock asks, I understand we need to be respectful to Slott, but does that mean we cannot be critical of his work? I don't want you to make me invisible. Well, you know, EPA Rock, you're allowed to be critical of anyone's work. You know what I mean? Like, you can be critical of my work. I'm not going to ignore you. I will be upset with you if you're outright hostile and rude. So, I mean, this is, you know, that's the line that you guys, hopefully, I mean, you know, I think you're all decent people. I think you can figure out where that line lies. You could say something like, you know, Dan, I didn't like the way you ended that story. I thought it didn't work. I didn't like this or that. You can even say, I don't like the way you treat us on Twitter, if you want to. What you can't do is say, Dan Slott, you know, you're a piece of garbage or something like that. That would be over the line, and it would cause me to not like you very much. And I don't think any of you guys are going to do that, so I think it'll be okay. But, you know, just in case someone here is confused, you know, be nice. Yeah. If people want me to focus and do more drawing lessons, and I will, it's, it's something that takes some time. So I'll focus on that this week, I promise. Manix Wong, come to Sweden. Oh, wouldn't I love that? Yeah, I get invited to places. I've never been invited to Sweden, but it's usually France or Brazil. I would love to come to other places. We're only interested in the money because you're literally the only pro to ever talk about it. Well, yeah, people don't know what comic book professionals make. And, yeah. Reed Weatherly, do I hear a cat at your house? No, I have no cats. I have 3 chinchillas in my office. And their names are Lulu, Lala, and Lola. Yeah. Oh, Kaylee's home. Alright, well, I don't know, guys. I really appreciate your being there. Somebody says, are you at least going to upload the Dan Slott thing? Yeah, definitely. I definitely will. That should be a good thing. How hard are chinchillas to take care of? They're not hard. They're nice. They all look like Pikachu. That's why I like them. They look like Pikachu, except they aren't yellow. Yeah. Just by the way, could you bring Jeff Johns or some? Oh. Burgundy Ghost, thank you so much. Wow, that's great. This is always fun. How about a Black Lantern Firestorm? That's what you would like me to draw? Yeah, that's possible. It's a good idea. Thanks for the super chat. Yeah, you guys want me to get Jeff Johns on here. I'm telling you, Jeff is like, if I called Jeff Johns right now, I might hear from him in 3 days. Like, he might get back to me, where he used to get back to me right away. Forget it. He is busy with like 8 Z's. Would you ever do create your own work? Yeah, but right now I'm happy. I'm really happy drawing for DC Comics. I love working at DC. Yeah. Yeah, Jeff is really great. A video with Jeff would skyrocket your channel. Well, don't I know it? But like, how does that help him? He's busy. He'd help me. TN Comics, thank you for that super chat. Do you like Robin as a character? Yes. Favorite Robin? Tim Drake. But Dick Grayson. But Dick Grayson's better as Nightwing, so, Yeah. You ever talk with Frank Miller? Yeah. See, you guys are already into this idea of me talking with other pros on this channel. Okay, so I told the story in my very first Marvel Days commentary track. You can listen to it if you want to. It's currently posted on this channel. But I told the story of the time that I had Frank Miller all to myself at a convention. And it was just magical. And it gave me insight into his sequel to The Dark Knight. But I haven't spoken to him since. We're not friends. To him, I was a kid who, he was being nice to. I would talk to Terry Moore. He's great. Well, thank you, Indie Dave Comics. Any other artists or writers you're friends with that you do a live chat? Yeah, a lot of them. Yesterday I was just saying, Patrick Leeson let me know. He's like, I found your YouTube channel, and I just started listening to it, and he's like, I listened to a lot of your commentaries. It's very kind of fun to listen to. And I said, how great would it be if you came on? And that's kind of where I got the idea for Dan Slott. I was just like, he's like, I would do that. So if we ever got together at a convention and had 20 minutes to a half an hour to sit somewhere and discuss one of his comics, I think that would be really great. What do I think of Jason Fabok's work? He's top notch. That's what I think of him. What a great guy too. Jason is very humble and he's a family man. I think he's 10 years younger than me, which makes me crazy. It's like, how do you get so good so fast? And probably one of the kindest and nicest, most humble guys that you'd ever meet. He would come on. He's a good friend of mine, Jason. Yeah. What pros could you likely get to guess? Well, Saggy, we'll see. We will see. That would be made easier by me actually traveling and doing stuff. Howard Porter wants to come on. Keith Giffen is going to come on. Patrick Leeson says he will if I ever see him. I'll get Billy Tucci. I'll probably get Billy Tucci this weekend. You know, I'm actually asking people to create content with me that actually will end up making me money, so it makes me feel a little bit weird. Yeah. Howard Porter would be great. Keith Giffen would be great. All these people. All right. It'll be fun, guys. This channel is going to be good. It's going to be all comic book oriented. I'm going to do a mixture of a lot of things. This channel will contain live chats, obviously, like this. And thank you for your super chats. They actually make taking a few minutes off of my work, worthwhile. It makes it kind of okay. So thank you for that. So we'll have live chats. We're going to do commentaries of my own work, like usual. We will do crazy, weird videos where I edit them and everything. But they'll all be comic book related in some way. Everything has to be comic book related. We'll do art lessons. And we will do guest stars. And guest stars, there will be music in all my edited videos, Jarrett. Oh, Saggy Bones, thank you very much for that live chat. That's really appreciated. And if you live chat me, guys, you can ask me questions and I'll read them out, even if they have curse words in there. Factory Dave says, you ID'd my Dan Fraga Goblin sketch. You didn't know that was Dan Fraga? I thought you knew and you wanted to see if I knew. Get Rob Liefeld. That would be good. Do you like John Romita Jr. art? Yes, I do. Reed Weatherly, thank you for the super chat. Love the channel. Keep it up. I will. What do you think of Todd McFarlane's art? I love it, and it changed my whole life. I can't say enough about it. And his positive attitude also changed the way that I think about this job and this business. That guy really, he changed the way we do things. I love Todd McFarlane. Get Todd McFarlane. All right, when I go to Arizona, I'll see if I can get Todd. He knows who I am. I don't know. Your songs are amazing. Thanks, Jarrett. You gotta be kidding me. Santiago, thank you for the super chat. Is that one piece you posted on Twitter with the JLA as lanterns going to be a cover? No, I was hired to produce that as a cover. It was going to be a variant cover for, I think, Brian Hitch's Justice League book, and they never used it. And I think the reason why was they said, well, it's weird. I was like, no, it's not weird. If you publish this as a variant cover, people are going to love it. Like, these covers, people like them. And I don't think they understood or believed me. So they never ran it. And eventually I just said, I'm just going to show you good.